Okay. Hopefully that we're all working and things are great and weird things like that. I don't know because I don't know what was going on our end with our videos. We're like lagging like crazy, and then they were looking great on Twitch. So I guess that's all that matters. So anyway, hi everybody. I am Will, or the Halfling Wizard. Bringing another episode of WindRiders of Aria. It is the part 2 of our one-shot. The Cursed Treasure of Skull Reef. We're going to let everybody kind of go around, introduce who they are, tell us who you are, who you play, and what was going through your mind at that last moment in the last episode. And we're going to start with Douglas over here. And then you're muted. I can't hear you. That's weird.
Probably doubly muted.
Oh, nope, we're still muted. That's weird. That's okay. Well, while you're figuring it out, we'll go over to Lisa.
Hello. I'm Lisa, Winter Leia in the chat. I play Katarina, aka Falcon, in my pirate guise. The last thought I had was a cross between oh shit and ah!
Okay. Sorry, I was checking on our stream over there. I didn't know. So did you get the question and everything?
I did. I said my last thought was a cross between oh shit and screaming.
That is fair. Okay. Did we, Douglas? Did we get our? No, you're still muted. And it's not showing that you're muted, but you are. There you go. Just drop out and come back in. All right, let's go to Slayer.
Hi, everybody. I am Old Warden Slayer, and I will be playing Redbeard, the pirate persona of Commander Death Alfredi. And to be honest, I can't remember where we left off to be able to answer the question honestly.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah, y'all were in a cave looking at some cool stuff, and then the floor dropped out from underneath you.
Oh, yeah. Basically, what Lisa described is exactly what's going through Gat's mind. The oh shit and ah!
That's fair. All right, let me bring Douglas back in.
All right, let's try this again.
There you are.
Yay! Sorry about that. Basically,
I blame it on StreamYard.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. I had my settings messed up on my end. But I am MC Henry or Antrock playing Douglas Lamora in this adventure. And I think my last thought was, of course it's trapped. Of course it is. And
of course it's a trap.
Of course there's traps.
Yeah, you almost had you had the floor drop out from underneath you prior to this. In that little sheltery thing where you found the dead captain.
Oh yeah, with the old book, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the captain's log.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool.
The spike pit.
All right. So now let's, of course, Riku was missing last time because he was not well, and that's okay. I can tell him where he was and what was going on with him. And then he can tell me what he thinks about it.
Oh, I'm excited for this.
So I'll fill you guys in on what happened last time. So last time, well, prior to that, you all got, you blew up the pirate island, escaped. We're basically chased down, shot down, abandoned ship, went into the water. A merchant ship came along, rescued you. We found out that the ship that you were rescued on was from East Haven, which is where, Katarina's from. But no one seemed to recognize her, so that's good. Eventually, everyone's sort of patched up and, together. And then another ship pulls up alongside. This one's flying the colors of the Black Tide Syndicate. And a rather scary woman gets off of that ship, the ghost, and her name was Sylvian Castrovalva, who is like a high lieutenant in the Black Tide Syndicate. Very brutal, very non-empathic, does not really care who she hurts. And when last we saw, Captain Silverblood had a saber blade to his throat. And she basically said that she would spare the captain and the crew of this ship if your crew went and retrieved an artifact for her. Of course, the crew really didn't have much of a choice, and they kind of went, and that's where they're at. You are at that point when they leave. You're on the deck. She has her saber blade. They also tried to attack her and hurt them really bad. As Katarina,
Redbeard did not.
No, Redbeard did not.
Hey, I was like a pirate officer.
Absolutely.
All good.
Which is what you're supposed to do, is act like pirates. So they're gone. You're there with a blade to your throat.
Fuck.
Okay.
Great. So, great.
With a minor cut.
With a minor cut. Yes, you do have
Wonderful.
a minor cut.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Sorry,
so-
things started coming back to me.
That's okay.
Okay.
I think we kind of suspected that she's not exactly human.
Yeah, you also found that because I think Douglas is the one that knew that.
Yeah, she's a metahuman.
Yeah, metahuman.
Yep.
Gotcha.
And they're known to. It's kind of weird because they're known to not have. It's weird because they don't really have. The way I understand it is they don't have like a deep sense of volition, so it's weird that she's acting without like a group.
Correct. Yeah, normally they're very much like the metahumans in this world are very much like pack hunters. That's very rare that you ever see them without others. And it's actually, you never see them without others. It's actually not rare. You never see them without. If you do see one without others, usually they're dead. So to see her out and about is very unusual by herself. And I believe Douglas, I think, did you share that with everybody? I can't remember if you shared it.
I'm
or
sure
not.
I would have because we had travel time. So.
Yeah, I figured you might. I didn't know if you were able to share it with the captain. That was probably not.
Yeah,
Or
no,
maybe I don't know. Oh no, because you were playing like hide and seek basically.
Yeah, I didn't have a chance to let him know until we were on our separate vessel heading to the island.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Great. Awesome.
I might have pissed her off a little bit.
maybe a little, not too terribly much. So
You only tried to blow her up.
The end point was flying away with the captain. That was the goal.
that was hey, the intent was pure. But that failed. So and then
She
there's
did
the
say
crew.
She did say you almost had a good crew.
Yeah, she did. She almost gave you a compliment. She really did. Before we get started, of course, our other player, Kel, he is out tonight. He had some toothaches, so he was very regretful that he couldn't be here. But that's okay. All right, so your crew is off doing this
I had
thing.
forgotten what those are like.
Yeah, that's okay. Me too. Well, getting there anyway. Yeah. So we know where the crew is. The crew is falling down a cavernous hole. Let's go see what the captain's been up to while you guys were away. So, as you see their ship that the little schooner they gave them to go sailing away. Sylvania, she lowers her saber and puts it away. And she sort of snaps her fingers, and everyone just sort of does their thing. You see them doing whatever. And they set up like a little table and 2 chairs. And she indicates for you to sit down. And she goes, tea.
Am I bound in any way? Like, is
No.
my art?
You're not bound at all.
Okay. I'll go ahead and sit down, but I'll say no thanks. I'm not really that thirsty right now.
She looks offended. Therefore, before you get it, just to kind of show you who she is, you say no thank you. She looks offended, and she pulls out her gun, shoots the closest crewman dead, and says, tea.
Okay.
She puts her gun back into her thing. They bring tea over.
I was making sure they were not going to poison me. That's the first thing that came to my mind.
That's fair. That is very fair. She doesn't seem the kind of person that would poison someone.
Fair.
I mean, with you can tell by her actions and just her demeanor that if she's gonna kill you, she's gonna kill you, not poison you in any way. So
if she wanted to kill you, be dead already.
Correct. So she sits. Someone pulls a chair out for her, and she sits. And she pours the tea. It's very delicate. I mean, she seems very both extremely powerful and extremely delicate at the same time. And this teapot is extremely like fragile. It looks very, it looks like a porcelain teapot, but very, very like if you looked at it wrong, it would probably break. But she pours the tea, and she goes, "This is one of my special blends." She goes, "Sugars?"
2 lumps.
She puts 2 in your tea. Cream?
No, thank you. Sugar's just fine.
So she puts the cream down. She makes her tea. She hands you yours. And then one of the guys brings over like a tray of like what looked like cucumber sandwiches, basically. And she goes, "Would you care for a snack? A petit four?"
You're really hospitable for somebody who just took a captain hostage. As I look over to who has the finger sandwiches and just nod as an yes, please.
And when you say, you're very, courteous, or for someone who just took a captain hostage, she looks at you and she says, "You're not a hostage. You are welcome to walk off this ship anytime you like."
I'm like, you got me intrigued though. So, what is your goal here?
My goal, I'm just after one small trinket, which your crew is graciously retrieving for me.
What's so special about this trinket?
Oh, nothing much. Just something that someone wants. And it just so happens that your crew is available.
Fair.
Nothing for you to worry yourself about. As she eats one of the petit fours, sips her tea. And she says, then she sits there and she sort of swirls her tea. Speaking of tea, I'm drinking out of my Black Tide Syndicate mug, guys.
Yes! Get your merch!
Which you can get on our merch store. So it's got our little logo on the side there, but it's got this really cool design. If you can see, there it is. It says at the bottom, it says Black Tide Syndicate. So yeah, it's a really awesome mug. It's the larger size. You can get it in the smaller size if you want, but I like the larger one. So she says to you, "So, Captain," and she says "Captain" sort of as if you don't deserve the title. She says, as she sort of pulls her knife, one of her daggers out, and she's sort of cleaning underneath her nails a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And she says, "So, Captain, you've been making waves."
At least we're getting some attention.
And she looks at you. She says, and she sort of like points the dagger towards you. And she says, "I don't know you. And I know everyone. Who are you? And why have I never heard of you?"
Do you know? Sometimes fresh blood just tends to pop up. Some barely make a ripple, but I decided we needed to go a little bit harder and make a splash.
Yes, I see. You destroyed one of our favorite merchants. You blew up one of our islands.
That was a fun one.
And yet, I don't know who you are. Or where you're from.
That's it, baby.
And you need to know that why?
That's all.
Because I know all. But yet, I don't know this. I don't know you. I don't know your crew. I don't know your ship. Yet, you're here, and I hear of you, and I see what you've done. I hear what you've done. And then she stabs the dagger into the table. And she says, "But I don't know you. So,
Tread carefully.
ooh, yeah. So she
Look,
goes,
there's a bit of a gray line here of treading carefully, but also trying to keep up the persona right now.
I
There's only
understand.
there's only so much I can do.
that's fair. And so she stabs the dagger into the table, and she looks at you, and now she has gone completely no emotion. Her eyes they almost look empty, like soulless. And she just says, "Who are you?"
Who am I? Well, I'm Captain Silverblood. The newest pirate captain of these skies, who is appearing to make others very nervous lately. Not saying that you are. You're clearly not nervous, more angry than anything, but it's clear that at least we know what we're doing.
And she's like quiet and stoic. Hello. She's stoic, and her eyebrow raises, and then, as quick as a snake bite, she grabs your wrist, slams your arm to the table, and you can feel her her forefinger, middle finger digging into your wrist. And she says, "Tell me again, who are you?"
There's something I want to say right now. And I'm sure you'll get the reference right now, but well, without really flinching and really holding back any pain from her holding his wrist like this, he just looks her in her eyes and goes, "Spoilers, sweetie."
I got it. Oh, kudos.
Roll guile for me.
I knew it. All
That's
right,
good.
gotta remind myself how much guile I have real quick. Where is my guile? Oh, that's on level 4.
Oh.
8.
Okay. Let's see what she rolls. 8. So he says, and as her fingers dig slightly deeper into your wrist, at this point you can feel her nails pierce your skin. And she says, "I'm nobody's sweetie. So I ask you again, who are you?" And at this point, you can see on the table, you can see a pool of your own blood beginning to form. Come on, man. Come on, Riku. You got this, man.
Oh, I'm trying to think of something to
That's
say.
okay. So we're going to pause there, and we're going to go to the team in the cave. So this is a good place to pause.
Mhm.
All right. So back to the cave. So you guys, you see the thing, the writing on the wall. You do your thing. The floor drops out. You all fall.
What does this little impression in the wall do?
I know.
Hey guys, let's come look at it.
I know. That's like, what's this button do?
Ruh-roh, ready?
Yep. And down you all go. The floor just, and you guys fall, and it's in pitch dark. It's like pitch dark in there, except for I think you're wearing your eye patch, right?
Right.
So you can kind of see that you're falling down like a tube.
I'm hoping there's no like poison stakes at the bottom, like in the last one.
Why are there always?
It's very tubular.
Exactly. So you guys fall what feels like forever. Let's see who was for. I think Katarina. I think you're up front. So
Yeah.
you fell first. So as you're falling and falling and falling and falling, and it is literally like it's like a lava tube almost. It's perfectly formed, but it goes straight down. And then you come to a sudden stop at the end. But this stop is not as hard as you were expecting as you land in a large lake.
Ah, crap.
And then down comes Redbeard, and then down comes Douglas, and down comes A. Those.
Upon seeing the water, Redbeard goes, "Cannonball!" and drops into the position.
Awesome. Good. Splash. And it's pretty deep, so you guys have to tread water.
Can I see any kind of
No.
shore?
No, you do not.
Oh,
Huh.
I hate it when my feathers get wet. Damn it.
So what do you do?
Well,
I mean, yeah, because you
I
guys,
don't
you
s-
cannot touch the bottom, so it's pretty deep.
I'll tell them I can't see anything but water any direction I turn.
I will summon up a little bit of light if I can
Okay.
with my magic. I was trying to find the because I can change out of my wings if I want, and I don't know how that works exactly.
Fire bad.
Huh?
Fire bad.
Oh no, not fire, light. Like a light bulb.
Fair enough. Okay.
Like
Electricity, bad.
Bad.
Just kidding.
That's also fairly bad. That's also bad. Okay, so I can change my mutation to gills once a day. So
Okay.
that sounds like a good thing to do. And then let's see.
So basically, all three of you can breathe in the water except me.
Except for
Yeah.
for
Well, no. I don't think A can.
Can't he
Oh, no.
switch his?
Only if
Gills?
he chooses in the daytime. But he's got his thermal vision on right now.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
So wait, does that mean I can't change, or what do you mean by that?
It's I think it's once a day you can change out, and he had already chosen his thermal vision for the day.
Oh, okay, I see. I
Yeah,
thought that was
so-
his normal one that he had, but okay.
No, that was his. He can
Now
go
you're
from
both
that
playing the
to-
same race.
Yeah, he can go from the thermal eyes, wings, or gills. And he chose to be in the thermal vision.
So I can make some coins glow and hand them out, so we can maybe see a little bit. I can do that for either 20 or 50 feet radiance. So might as well do the 50 feet. If you want me to roll for that, or
No, if it's just I think it's just it's an auto right? Is that the light spell?
It's bright. It's called bright.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think there's a roll for it.
Okay.
Okay. So do you hand these coins out to everybody? And
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
cool. So 50
Can
feet
you
around.
drop one so we can see if it lands on the bottom?
You certainly
before-
could. You want me to?
Yeah.
All right,
Or,
cool.
or I can use my natural affinity with water to go and take a look.
Well, there's that too. It's up to you guys. Whatever you want to do.
I think he already dropped the coin.
Oh, okay. So the coin drops. So you guys, you see it go down, and you see it go down, and you see it go down, and then it just disappears.
Oh my.
All right, let's pick a direction.
So who all was looking down at the coin as it was going going down? Was everybody looking at it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, roll intelligence for me.
Okay.
Whoops. Whoops. Where'd I go? Where'd I go? Hang on, I'm getting there.
That's fine. Just tell me what you guys roll.
I got a 9.
9.
Eight.
8.
I'm currently trying to look up my
Okay,
intelligence.
You are fine.
I'm lagging worse than normal.
So 8 and 9 so far. Okay, so you guys, as you kind of like watch the coin go and sort of see it, it gets dimmer and dimmer and dimmer and dimmer and dimmer, and then it just vanishes. So you're like, oh, this is really deep. And then as you are sort of like, okay, so here's what we need to do now. And a 6, is that what that is? I think so, yeah. So yeah, you both, all three of you kind of watch it go, and then 9. Who had the 9?
Entourage.
Okay,
Or
cool.
Douglas.
So Douglas with a 9, you see the coin disappear, and you're just like, ah, crap.
Oh no. Oh no.
And then as you go to look up at everybody, before you look up, you see a flash of light,
Oh.
like a flash of bluish light
From below or
from below.
I know what's coming, but I don't know.
Bless America. We might want to swim fast. This is my guess. Maybe I could swim fast.
Okay,
It does say it gives me gills. It does not say that I know how to swim.
so you guys are swimming at this point.
Yep.
Okay, everybody, roll survival for me
Oh God.
God.
Why that one?
because it's going to tell me a lot.
I read in a book how to swim. Can I remember that or?
Well, yeah.
If I
you can
remember correctly, I have a natural swim speed, right?
Oh dear.
Yeah, you have a natural swim speed because you are
10.
a water person. 10.
I got an
surged.
1.
Oh my God, you got a 1.
See,
Okay, well, Katarina is like booking it in this water. She's like swimming like an Olympic swimmer. Amtarak is literally like trying to dog paddle his way. It's like and Redbeard, you're doing all right. I mean, you know.
So can
So
I
as you're
roll
all,
to see if I notice him struggling?
you can roll an intelligence to see if you see.
I think he tried to take off clothes because he knew it'd be easier to swim, and then they got stuck. So he's like, he's got his
2.
jacket halfway off, and he's flopping
2.
around.
What'd you get at 2?
I did 2.
Yeah, you don't notice. You're
I'm
you're
just
too busy
going,
trying to
sorry,
save yourself.
I was gonna come help, but
You didn't notice. Yeah, you don't notice him having a problem. So as you're all swimming and kind of
anyhow,
swimming,
they got gills. I would not. I would assume they could swim. You know?
right? You would
Gat
say.
will also take a look.
Okay. You'll have to tell me what you get because I can't see what I don't have alchemy pulled up.
All right. Well, I didn't surge. I know that much.
Okay.
I got a 5.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to see that Douglas is struggling a little bit.
Gat will go back and help him.
Okay. So as you go back to help him and you kind of get him stabilized and y'all start swimming the way wherever Katerina was going, I'm assuming. As you're all swimming and it seems like the water never ends. You hear this sound that sounds like fingernails scraping on a chalkboard.
No.
And it's getting very loud. And it almost
Swim
sounds like it's
faster.
coming from everywhere. As you swim and you swim. Katerina, you roll me roll me a luck.
Ooh.
Oh, that's not a very good stat for me.
Like, oh no.
4.
A 4. Okay, so as you're swimming and swimming and swimming, you feel something bump into you under the water.
Oh God.
I want to try. I don't know if my wings are ready yet from this gunk they put on it, but I'm sure gonna try to get out of the water if I can.
Okay. Huh. Interesting. That would be a dexterity roll.
Dex is 8.
8. Okay, so as you're like flapping your wings, they're wet, and you do start to get a little lift. And you start to slowly pull yourself out of the water as you're about waist up, and I mean, it's slow because one, it's painful because you're not
Yes.
supposed to be flying with them yet. And 2, it's just you're trying to get that lift. You're wet. They're wet. So it's a struggle. So as you are lifting out of the water, you will see the water below you glow bright blue. Roll a luck.
Oh my. Please. Not a surge. 5.
So 5 is pretty good. Okay, so as you are coming up, you get up out of the water. As you get about 10 feet up, you're like, yes! Out of the water comes this giant mouth. Snaps at you and then goes back into the water.
Holy crap.
Swim faster! Can I tell them what this is?
Do you know what it is?
Character, no. Player, yes, I think. No, I'll let you tell them.
Yeah. Okay. So, Douglas,
It's one of
roll
Abe's evil correction creations. Blech.
Okay, I need Douglas and Redbeard to roll luck, please.
Okay.
I'm going to pull my pistol when
Okay.
when I have the chance.
Oh no.
Oh no. What'd you get? Oh god, a 2.
Ew.
I did
Fine.
worse.
Oh gosh.
Oh.
I rolled a 1.
Oh no.
Now,
I
I
have
do
the
have
worst luck in the party.
Yeah.
That's fair. That is very fair. Okay,
Because
so
I think everybody's like 2 or higher, while I'm just sitting at 1.
oh gotcha.
I'm at 1-2. I'm at 1-2.
All right,
Okay.
so Douglas and Redbeard roll survival for me, please.
Oh.
And you're gonna roll a couple of different things for me.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
Oh,
Just all these
jeez.
things I'm not good at.
A 3? Oh
Yeah.
lord.
Because of the lag, I switched to using dice. So I double searched and got a total of 19.
Holy cow.
Okay. Now roll dexterity. Excuse me, I was trying to talk with coffee in my mouth.
Okay. That is a total of 4.
4 on dexterity. Okay. Douglas, what'd you get on dexterity?
Dexterity? I didn't hear that one.
Oh, it's okay.
Sorry, my printer was making weird noises.
Fair.
No, it's a 4.
4? Oh lord.
4.
Okay, so Redbeard, we'll start with you first. So again, something's shooting straight up at you. You can see the blue light coming towards you. You're able to sort of, because you have an advantage in the water. You're able to sort of swim out of its way. But it does bump into you and kind of knocks the wind out of you. And kind of you're sort of like rolling around in the water as it kind of swims on. Douglas, you see Redbeard get hit by something. You can't quite tell what it is.
Okay.
But then as you're sort of sitting there treading water, the water around you turns that electric blue color
Okay.
as a giant mouth comes up around you and pulls you under.
Can I get a
I'm-
shot off at it?
You can try.
I'm in its mouth.
You are in its mouth at the moment.
We haven't really talked about how I cast magic. Do I need to say words?
I don't know. Does your spells require somatic components?
I don't. We haven't really talked about that, so I'm just curious if it's just.
Well, I think in this system, yes, because words have power.
Okay, so I have to talk to do magic. Okay.
Correct.
In that case,
Did you shoot your gun, real quick?
Well, the only thing I have is damage, and that was a 11.
That doesn't. That's weird. Weird. Okay. So
What I wanted to do is shoot below. I mean, this is pretty big if it was able to get it in his mouth. So I want to shoot below the level that he would be,
that's fine.
like into the body.
Well, you can shoot it. I mean, we'll say you hit it. But it doesn't seem to be phased as it goes underwater and disappears.
God.
Redbeard will intentionally go under to try to see what it is and where it went.
Okay.
I would be. Sorry, go ahead.
That's okay. So Redbeard, when you go under to see, you can see it you can't tell what it is because you don't see, all you see is a dark shape with like blue veining on it. but it doesn't really tell you what it is. But you do see it dive pretty deep and then disappear.
So I'm hovering above the water, and both of them have gone under. And now it's like waiting for someone to surface.
Uh,
Please, somebody come back
Redbeard
up.
will Redbeard will come back up, and it says, "I don't see what it is, but it went deep."
I don't know if this is something I can do or not because
Okay.
did our explosives need fire, or were they what kind
No,
of
you had timers.
we had timers?
Yep.
I think that might be the only option he could think of to get out of this thing's jaws. If that's something I could,
You're gonna set off an explosive
I'm
inside.
gonna drop it down its gullet and hope it burps me out.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not inside of it yet, right?
Well, no, you're not. You're inside of its mouth,
Okay.
which is dry, by the way.
Oh, its mouth is dry. Interesting. Okay.
You should roll an intelligence check and see what's going on.
Okay.
I think it's mechanical.
That's pretty good. That's a 13.
Yeah, as you're looking around, you notice it's dry. I mean, it's like unusually dry. And as you sort of look around, it does look metallic almost.
Okay. That's cool.
But
I'm
you
a
also
lot
notice
less.
that there looks like there's at the back where the gullet would be, there looks like there's a door or a hatch.
Oh.
All right.
Oh, Will, you're such a trickster.
I'm gonna shake out my clothing a little bit, make sure my hat is sitting jauntily, just in case I need to make a good impression. And I think I have like the C4 with the fuse like in hand, just
Okay.
in case. But he'll see if the door is open.
Okay, and it has like one of the hatch, the sort of round.
Okay.
If you want to try to open it, you're welcome to roll a strength check and see if you can open it.
Yeah, because I'm really good at those. Okay. Four?
It seems to be stuck. But when you touch it, you can feel vibrations.
And I know
You have a solution to stuck doors.
No. I was gonna knock. I'm gonna knock first.
Okay, you're gonna knock.
Yeah.
Cool. So you knock, and it like echoes, and it's like it's very hot. It sounds very hollow. And then there's quiet and it's silence. And you sit there for a moment where it's this complete and utter silence. You can hear water rushing by, and then suddenly you see it turn slowly.
Oh, okay.
And then you hear it as it slowly opens inward. Light sort of comes out and kind of fills the void, and you can see a silhouette of someone standing there. And let's go back to the ship.
Perfect.
Okay, so we're back on board the ship, and Sylvian Castrovalva is like seems to be getting more and more agitated as she keeps asking you, "Who are you?" What do you do there, Captain Silverblood? As she's also, you see the pool of your own blood on the table.
Of course. Let's see. It's tough to think of what I'm gonna say because like I'm still trying to hold steady regardless.
Right? Oh,
Because
absolutely.
I'm still trying to come off as very confident and still who I am. Clearly, that's not how I am in real life. No, I'm kidding. And he's just gonna say, look at her and goes, "I've told you everything you need to know. What else more can I tell you without sounding redundant to what you already know?"
And she just looks at you, and that eyebrow goes up again. And she just says, "Games. We're playing games." She releases you.
I take my hand when I pull my hand back. I basically just take my hand back and just like shake it a little bit, just to like shake the running blood off. I'm like,
games. You know how much I hate games.
Pity. I love games.
She shoots another near the crew member.
Is she shooting my crew members or just
no? These are she's just shooting whoever's nearby.
Oh.
Thank goodness your crew is not here. There.
Well, I was gonna say if she's shooting my own, I'm gonna get agitated. But if she's just picking off,
she's not shooting
like,
your crew.
Okay,
she's shooting the crew of the ship.
You're the only member of our crew on the ship.
Cool. Yes. So she's just killing her own people.
No, they're not her people. They're the merchants.
She's killing innocent bystanders.
She's killing the East Haven merchants. Is who she's killing.
Gotcha.
She's technically killing Katarina's people.
That's true. Katarina's like, and go right ahead. If you knew what I knew. So she, at this point, she gets up. She stands up, flips the table over. After she takes her dagger out, of course, puts it back in its sheath, flips the table over, grabs you by the neck, lifts you up. You've got your hands on her on her wrist as she literally lifts you off the deck of the ship to bring you to her eye level. And she says again, "Who are you?" For the audience that's watching, I'm waiting for something to happen.
Oh, and I don't know what that is.
You tell her who's on first.
I don't think the East Haven crew members would appreciate that.
No. I'm trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do here so we don't continue to go in circles.
Because you're still trying to maintain cover, and you don't know if she's the inside person or not.
No, I don't. And we don't have like a code word or anything, do we?
Nope.
Oh. Am I gonna have to fight her?
She's quick.
Not a good
Not that-
idea.
Yeah.
Probably not. Probably not.
However, you can't hear your crew. So what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, okay.
They're busy trying not to get eaten.
After all the shit he's been through, what is Kedek going to do? Kedek.
But Will, he did see her drop 2 of his crew within a split second.
Oh yeah, I mean he's seen her kill many people
Mm-hmm.
And you saw
without any remorse.
You saw me get a knife in the chest and A get a knife in the shoulder in like a second. Like
Yep.
Lisa, that was what I was referring to.
Yeah, that's what.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah,
Yeah. I'm gonna look her basically. Look at her and go, ah. So there's the nerves I was looking for. Who do you think I am?
at this point, you're no one. You're less than no one. You lie beneath the dirt that I walk upon.
And yet you still care.
At that point, she will take a dagger out of her thing, lightning quick, and she will stab you with it. Non-fatally, of course. She knows exactly where to hit you, where it won't kill you.
God,
She'll say,
I want to see. Oh, do I give this up? Because I want to see if I can get my toe hook to jump out right at the right moment and grab it out of her hand. No, screw it. I'll take it. Try to keep tough.
okay. So you were saying, who are you? Her voice is very suddenly soft. Who are you?
God, I just want to kick her.
Hey,
that's what I want to do.
You do what you need to do, man. If you want to kick her. If you want to smack her. You want to grovel. You want to break cover. It's I mean, so what would Kedek do? I'm sorry. What would Captain Silverblood do?
What would Captain Silverblood do? Do I have my weapons on me?
Yeah.
That's it. I just need to know if they were taken away off of me.
No, they didn't
just to
take your.
double check.
She didn't seem to think she needed to take their weapons. She doesn't see you as a threat at the moment. So she's like, keep them. Mainly, also, you saw her like completely dismantle your crew earlier.
Yeah.
Without any true effort.
Yeah.
I mean, on the plus side, if we come back and you're not alive, we don't have to give her the treasure.
Oh darn, the captain's dead. Hey, but we got this cool thing.
Yeah.
that we don't have any idea what it is.
God.
Decisions.
Do you know what? I'm going to. I am going to bring both of my feet up and try to springboard off of her to get myself out of her grip and into like the more defensive stance.
Okay.
Like basically like push myself off of her and then bring my bring the sword out to get ready to just defend myself.
Okay. Roll dexterity
All right.
to my strength.
Cool.
Oh. No, where'd you go? Hey. Oh, sorry. Okay, give me a second. Oh, there it is.
Okay.
Drop my die.
I rolled a 6 for dexterity.
Cool. I just surged. So,
Oh, great.
so yeah, you try to do your thing, but her grip on your neck is too strong.
Do I at least push the dagger out of me?
Oh, she'll pull it out. She just stabbed
Okay.
you real quick and then pulled it out. So you're bleeding. You're not. It's not still stuck in you. Sorry. I meant to tell you that earlier. Okay. She goes. Okay. So, is this who you are? Weak, underhanded, sneaky? Or are you forthcoming and ready and daring? As she throws you away from her. And
Can I attempt to land?
Yes, roll your
Correct.
dexterity. Roll dexterity. Let's see what happens.
Yeah. 5.
Hey, that's okay. So yeah, you're able to land on your feet. So as she tosses you away, she immediately draws her saber. And then she points it sort of towards you and she says, again, who are you?
Hey, if you kill me, you'll never know.
If I kill you, then you are insignificant and I care less. You attack our merchant ships. You attack our bases, but yet this, and she kind of indicates to you with her sword, this is what's been doing it. That can't be, because you are weak, insignificant.
That's starting to piss him off. That is actually starting to piss him off. To the point that if I have a pistol on me, I want to quick draw the pistol on her.
You have a pistol.
Yep. I'm gonna try to catch her and quick draw it on her.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to. Yeah, you can draw it.
Okay.
Do you fire?
Yeah.
Okay. Fire it.
What am I rolling for that?
I don't remember what it is. So let's
Marksmanship?
roll luck.
Roll luck.
Yes.
Okay.
She's gonna roll against you. She's gonna roll dexterity against you.
Okay. I rolled a 5 luck.
Cool. So you fire off a shot. Think slow motion. You see it come out of the barrel, and it's going across.
Mm-hmm.
As it gets closer to her, you see her. It's almost like the Matrix move. That sort of. She's almost in two places at once. As she hits the bullet with her saber, and then the bullet hits one of the crewmen. And then she said, and then it's like very fast. Then we go back to full speed. And she says, There you are. That's who I've been looking for. She walks over to you.
I still have the pistol up.
She knows. She puts the saber back into its scabbard. She walks right up to you. The pistol is like in her chest. Well, actually, be below her because she's much taller than you are. But but she says, "There we go. Why were you hiding?" And she's sort of looking at you with a much different look. Not necessarily one of respect, but one of less disrespect.
Kedek's gonna look and essentially say, I just had it. He's gonna say, it's been here the entire time. I just felt like now was the best reason to really show it.
I was beginning to think I was going to have to kill you. Because all of the whispers that we've been hearing, rumors that we've been hearing, is that Captain Silverblood was notorious and bloodthirsty, and then I encounter you, and I don't see any of that. Until now.
Well, you got me.
Well then. You may roam freely about the ship while we wait for your crew to return. And she just turns and walks away.
I'm just dumbfounded right now. Cause I'm like, what is going on?
Did you ask her that, or is that just in his mind?
That's just really in his mind. That's the true Kedek in his mind, just being like,
fair enough.
What the fuck is going on?
That is very fair. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So she literally goes into the captain's cabin, and yeah, she doesn't close the doors; they're wide open. You can see her in there sitting around the sort of table.
Mm-hmm.
working on stuff. But yeah, it's like you see everybody kind of go back to their business. They take the bodies off the deck and store them down below and clean up the blood, and yeah, as if nothing happened.
Hell, they're from Haven. They know they're used to this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And someone mentioned that are supposed to have an informant on this ship.
No, not on this ship.
Okay.
We have a prisoner in the brig.
In the brig. That's the commander from the
Yes.
island y'all took,
Yes. I remember that.
who's unconscious at the moment.
Cool. Okay. Well, it's clear, even with keeping up that bloodthirsty persona, I think Kadek would still be cautious, just given how she's already presented herself. So, yeah, I'm gonna reholster my weapon, and I'm just gonna go to like the side of the ship and just keep looking out for the rest of my crew while I try to think of what my next move is gonna be.
Okay. Okay.
So
So
I'm just got dumbfounded with what I'm supposed to do next.
right. So as you sort of walk to the side of the ship, you'll notice that everyone is giving you a wide berth. And they're looking at you like, holy crap. You stood up to her. Basically, they're looking at you like, wow, you stood up to her and didn't die.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, they're literally, they are almost afraid of you.
I want to give a little bit of like a mean eye to one of them that's looking at me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And he's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And he kind of averts his eyes very quickly.
Kadek in his mind is also back in the mode of, oh, I'm having fun playing pirate.
I'm having fun playing pirate. Okay. Sorry. So you go to the side of the ship, kind of looking, waiting for your crew to return. So let's go back to the crew. So, all right. So the door slowly opens, the light floods in. There's someone standing there. And as the light sort of subsides and the person comes into view, you do see this sort of sailor, sort of, not quite, doesn't look like a pirate, however, but does look nautical, more of a uniform than anything else. And he says, "And you are?"
Hold on, I was gonna ask him something real quick.
Oh, okay.
I wrote down their names, but I don't remember the crew members that were in that journal.
They're in the WindRiders Discord.
Are they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I put them in there.
Sorry.
Right up above your clown pictures.
Okay, cool.
That's fine. Right above your clown pictures.
Clown pictures.
Well, he knew what I meant.
Yeah, no, that's
That was just funny. Right above your clown pictures. People watching are like, what?
what? I'm gonna take a stab in the dark. I'm like, well, my name's Douglas Lamora. You wouldn't happen to be, and he'll just Bastian Rigg by any chance, would you?
And he'll look at you and be like, no.
Oh. Well, what is your name?
He'll say, why don't you come inside? It can
Don't
get very
tell,
damp.
really. Yeah, I'll head on in.
Okay. And he'll close the hatch behind. And he'll say, if you'll follow me, please. And I will take you to the captain.
Perfect.
He walks you down this sort of corridor. Um, and it's just sort of like a normal sort of corridor, and then you come to the end, and it sort of opens up into this massive like chamber of platforms and stairways and lights and sort of like like the internal workings of a submarine.
Yeah, he has taken in as much as he can. He's trying to memorize the walkways and like the settings that the different instruments are at, and any crewmen around.
There are quite a few. You can see there's like a full crew on this thing. I mean, they're going and they're doing their thing, and as he's walking you forward, you can see sort of on the central platform, there is a very tall gentleman with what looks like a large handlebar mustache, and he's in a very clean, tight uniform. Very much, you could tell he's in charge. The man that brought you in takes you up to that platform, and he goes, Captain, this is the stowaway.
Stowaway?
And then the man turns and looks at you, and he's this sort of really sort of like large, sort of muscular, tall, very handsome man. And he says, now, Lieutenant. You stand down. He's no stowaway. So, I am Captain Nehemiah Strongholder. Welcome aboard the Shrieking Eel.
Well, it's a pleasure, I think, to be aboard. Mostly because I'm breathing. This is an amazing ship. What are you part of a military or
No? We are our own entity. We fight pirates for the most part.
Oh, fast! What, you fight pirates?
And various other organizations that seek to control the waters of this part of the world. Yes.
Do you have a more of these ships, or is this the only one? Or
this is our flagship. This is our mothership. We have smaller vessels that we send out to survey, reconnoiter, and then we use the Screeching Eel to do the actual combat. We noticed you and your companions may have been in some trouble, so we were trying to bring you inside.
Yeah. We thought it was a giant shark beast that was trying to eat us.
No. We were actually trying to save you. So I guess we should go back up and let you inform your friends that we mean you no harm.
Is there any kind of like I don't think he's lying, but is there a way to
intelligence on it?
gauge
Yeah.
intelligence?
Yeah.
Got kicked out. Give me a second.
You're good. Or actually charisma. Charisma would be, yeah, because that's where you find your insight.
Oh, that's problematic. Okay. Okay. Got 2 there, so I'm
I
assuming
mean, he seems to be like legitimate.
yeah. But yeah, he'll agree. He was like, yeah, that would be great. If there's any way you could spit me out so I could let them know, and then we could all connect. So that
Certainly.
way they're not like worried.
Certainly. Lieutenant, if you will take our guest. I'm sorry, I didn't get your name.
Yes, Douglas Lamora.
Douglas Lamora. Welcome aboard. Lieutenant, if you will take Mr. Lamora to the escape tubes, please. And he's like, oh, yes, sir. And he takes you sort of down a corridor to what looks like, those old meld tubes,
Mm-hmm.
He'll open it up. So if you'll step inside,
Okay.
and then he'll close it. And you can hear them speaking as there's you hear the captain say, all right, helm, take us up to just below periscope depth and prepare to launch Mr. Lamora to the surface. And then you can actually feel the ship begin to rise. And they get just at periscope depth, which is only just a few feet of water between it and the surface. And then you feel air filling the tube.
Okay.
And then you just, and it shoots you out. And you literally go up in a bubble of air. And then pop when you hit the surface. And there you are. So Katarina up in the air, you see this
Thank
large
God.
bubble come up out of the water, and there's Douglas. And Redbeard, you'll see it come up out of the water as well because you're up there too. Sorry. So yeah, so he comes up.
Did you
pop.
kill it?
All good.
Did you kill it?
I am Douglas Lamora's evil twin brother. No,
He's a clone.
He'll do his best to explain that. So that's a ship, and they seem pretty friendly, but I wouldn't let them know that we're pretending to be pirates.
So as you are telling them this, you'll see the water start to bubble as it breaks the surface. This giant submarine that looks like a giant eel breaks the surface and is there. Just the thing is huge. And you'll see there's a hatch at the top. It opens up and some people walk out onto the landing, and you hear, ahoy, Mr. Lamora.
Ahoy! These are my friends.
Yes. Please, welcome. Come aboard.
I'll just a little wave. Like, what the heck?
And they'll throw the ladder over the side so that you and Redbeard can get up the ladder if you want.
Oh, I'll just fly to.
There's
the
a place
hatch.
for you. I'm sorry. Yeah, Redbeard and Lamora. You can just land on the deck. So okay, so you land on the deck, and the captain.
Redbeard will climb up.
And the captain will introduce himself to you. He's like, hello, good. Welcome aboard the Shrieking Eel. I am Captain Nehemiah Strongholder. You are welcome here. I do apologize for the scare. We were actually trying to rescue you from the water.
All I saw was a giant mouth. That's
Yes. I think your friend Mr. Lamora also encountered the giant mouth, and that's how we met him.
So, did you guys install the triggered passageway that drops people into the
That is
water?
not us. No. That's been here for quite a while. We've just recently discovered this underground lake. There is an actual passage that leads to the open ocean. We've been using this as sort of a base.
Oh. Okay.
So, what brings you here?
Exploring.
Exploring? Oh, well. Seems that you got yourselves into a bit of a jam. We can take you out and take you back to the beach if you'd like.
Do we know what we're looking for, what it's called, or do we just have the map?
You just have the map. And the captain's log.
Yeah. Which
Excuse me,
Well,
Captain, but who are you affiliated with?
We are not affiliated with anyone except ourselves. We are what you might say a private organization that tries to rid the southern seas of riffraff like pirates and these rather nasty merchants that have been coming through lately, delivering weaponry to the pirates.
So, like the Black Tide Syndicate, for example.
Ah, yes, we've had many run-ins with the Black Tide Syndicate. They would truly give anything if they could get their hands on us and our ship.
Antrak's really tempted to just be straight up with these guys, but I don't know what the play is for the party. So I think he's kind of like biting his tongue because the last few times he's opened his mouth has not led to good things.
Okay.
Redbeard will look to Falcon and say, "What do you think, Falcon?"
Well, to be honest, we found this old map, and it really kind of looked like a treasure map. So we were following the map, and that's kind of how we ended up here.
Oh,
I don't know what the map goes to, but
very well. May I see the map?
sure.
It's an intelligence to get a read this guy, right?
It's charisma.
Okay. I'm gonna try.
Okay.
Oh, hey. I searched for Nate.
Okay. Yeah, he's seems legit, like up and up. He doesn't seem like he's there to like take you for a ride. Well, except in his submarine, but he doesn't seem to be nefarious at all. He seems to be quite honest. Like a good man, a good guy.
We also
seems very
found this
trustworthy.
this old captain's log from I don't know when.
Do you hand it to him?
Yeah, I think I'd
Okay.
just I would hand the map and the thing over unless somebody like said not to.
Very well.
Falcon, I think it'd be safe to be honest with the captain here.
I am. We're looking for treasure.
All right. Cool. All right. He's like, okay. So he takes the map and he looks at it and he's like, come with me. And he kind of goes down into the ship to his basically like his study. And it's like very nice. It's like posh. Very comfy. He's like, please help yourselves to a drink if you'd like. as he sort of puts the map on the central table along with the logbook, and he's sort of looking at it. And he says, okay. And he's looking at the trail to the cavern. He sees there's the cavern. He goes, okay, there's that. He's like, this must be the switch that you hit to drop the floor. And then,
Yeah, we missed that part.
and he kind of looks at it, and then he takes it, and he's sort of like looking at it from the side. And he's like, it looks like there's something else on here. And he sort of lifts it up to the light, and you can see another map, like sort of just under the top map.
Oh, wow.
And this one looks like a map of the water chamber that you fell into. And it looks like you have to swim down, and just down below there's a cave entrance that leads to another chamber. And he says, I think you have to go here. And I can help you with that. I can take you down there and let you do your thing.
That would be most generous.
I mean, he does not care about whatever treasure you're looking for. He does not seem to be the kind of person that's like into treasure anyway.
Yeah. I should warn you that when we were on our way across the island, we did see a ship, another ship. Was that ship flying a pirate flag? I'm trying to remember.
I think so. I think you could see the flag just above the trees.
Yes, we did see a ship with a pirate flag on the other side of the island.
So that would be the northwest side of the island from where you were. Yes, and that ship no longer sails.
Oh, so it was you that it was having a gun battle with?
Yes. And they lost.
I am very pleased to make your acquaintance.
He's like, well,
So,
go ahead.
as I was saying, Falcon, I think we should be honest with them for mostly our sake more than anything. Are you friendly with the Festa government by chance?
Oh, yes. The Mikado and I are good friends.
Hi, I'm Commander Geth Alfredi.
Oh. Of the Fossian military?
Yes.
Oh. Well, pleased to make your acquaintance.
I'm sorry to have to do this, but I'm actually blowing my cover right now. But we're trying to infiltrate the Black Tide Syndicate.
Ah.
And we got ourselves in a bind.
Ah, I see. Well, I assume your companions are also Fossian military?
Lieutenant Commander Zephyrian.
Happy to make your acquaintance.
Do I have a rank? I don't even know if I have a rank.
Lieutenant.
Lieutenant? Okay. Lieutenant Antrak. At your service.
At your service, sir. Please, welcome aboard the Shrieking Eel. And anything that I can do for you and our friends of the Fossian government, please do not hesitate to ask.
Well, one quick thing, and I will describe the Starbreaker.
Okay.
If you see that ship, that is ours.
Very well.
And there's currently a merchant ship where our captain is being held hostage until we retrieve the item that's below.
Ah, yes. We have an operative aboard that ship.
and the person holding him hostage is, I've already forgotten her name, but I insert the name of the metahuman.
Okay. Sylvian Castrovalva. Oh,
Yes.
really? Huh.
Yeah. Is I'm pretty sure you've heard by now that one of the Black Tide Syndicate's islands blew up.
Yes.
That was us.
Oh, well done. Well done indeed. So, shall I take you down and let you find your treasure?
Please.
Yes, please.
Okay. He'll go to
But
his helm.
I do ask that you help us maintain what's left of our cover.
Oh, of course. He's like, you have no worries from me or my crew. We will die before we divulge any information.
Let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Well, yes, but we
By
will.
by chance, have you seen any sign of our ship in the last few days?
No, we have not.
Or
But we have not been out beyond the island much. There's been a lot of pirate activity around this island for some reason. I'm assuming it's because of this treasure that you're looking for.
yes,
Very well. Right. So, shall I take you down?
yes, please.
Helm, take us down. These coordinates, and he hands him the coordinates. And you hear, and you hear that shrieky sound of like nails on chalkboard as the ship slowly submerges, and takes you to the cavern entrance. And they extend a tube down the entranceway and fills the tube with air. And basically, you can walk down. You don't have to swim. You'll have to, when you get to the end, you'll have to swim up, but you won't have to swim through. So there you go. We're too big to go into this into this cavern. So we'll be here. We'll wait for you. We'll be waiting. And extends the tube. So you guys can walk down that tube, and when you get to the end, there's like a membrane that you can literally just sort of slip through, and into the water you go. So y'all head that way?
Yeah. Right? For the water chamber?
Yep. So you'll go in and then go straight up, because there's an air pocket just up. They just can't get you to it. You'll have to swim to that. So, okay. So you guys go in and go up. Let's go back to the ship. So, Kedek, you've been sort of standing on the side of the ship there. People have been eyeballing you the whole time. So what's he doing? What's he up to?
You see Kedek on the side of the ship. He kind of has like either like a dagger or the tip of his sword, and he's kind of just, as he's waiting there, carving like little doodles into the banister of the ship, kind of just bored waiting. He's in that mood, kind of in that mood of like, let's get out of here. Let's take care of this, do what we need to, and get out of here. You're muted.
As you're standing there, you'll see Sylvia and come out of the captain's quarters and sort of walk towards where her ship is sort of connected to this one.
Mm-hmm.
And you see her talking to what looks probably like one of her lieutenants or one of her, crew. And they seem very like, yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am. And then they run back to their ship. And you see her walking over to you. Very confidently. And she says, Captain Silverblood, I request your company aboard my ship.
I got nothing better to do.
Okay. So
Then I'll follow her.
Okay. And so she'll like let you lead the way, basically. So as you're walking, you hit the gangplank. You walk across the gangplank, and you'll see that she has your crew members, the ones that didn't go with the group, which is your two, Enoch and Isaac.
Mm-hmm.
Enoch's on a stretcher. Isaac's just walking, and they bring them aboard as well. And then they basically, push off. And they start to go up. And the cat and Sylvania is there at the helm. And she's like, right, take us up. And you see it starts to go up. Half ahead, and you kind of pulls forward. She says, bring us around. They bring around. They turn. The ship turns around. She says, fire. And they blow the ship to smithereens. And as it, you see the ship slowly sinking. And then she says, set course to the coordinates. You see them do their thing. The ship slowly turns and starts to fly away.
Operative anymore. I guess there's no operative on that ship anymore.
Nope.
Nor the commander of the island either.
Yep. Nope.
So as their ship is pulling away, you see the ship just ablaze and slowly sinks beneath the waves. And she says, never leave witnesses. And she sort of pats you on the shoulder, like all chummy.
I'm like, sure. But sometimes you want somebody to tell the tale, right?
Oh, absolutely. That's what you're for. And your crew. To tell the tale. So, why don't you...
A tale as old as time.
Yes, why don't you go below and rest up? You and your crew. We'll patch up your crew member and get him up and running in no time. Where can we drop you off at?
Can't return us to our ship?
No, your ship was destroyed.
Oh, yeah. I did not know that. I don't think y'all told me that.
Yeah, no, your ship was, the ship that you were on that got you where you are, it was, blown out of the sky.
Cool. Wonderful. Awesome. Good thing that wasn't the actual WindRider.
That's okay.
Or Starbreaker.
Would I know somewhere safe yet wouldn't raise any suspicion to ask them? Or do I not have anywhere to go that wouldn't give us up?
You can. Well, I mean, you have your home base.
Mm-hmm.
If you want them to know where that is.
Not
But
not in particularly.
There are other like safe houses, quote unquote, other islands that they could take you to that are sort of more like false, like they're not really. It's where you need to go when you don't want people to know where you're from, type of place.
Okay. I'm gonna ask to go to one, basically wherever the closest island would be.
Okay.
That would be considered as such. That way we can start. First off, getting the rest of the crew back.
Okay.
And still be close by to where they don't have to go too far to get back to us. And yeah, so I think that's where I would request.
Okay. And she'll be like, all right, very well. She'll tell her helmsman the coordinates, and they will put them in, and they'll head that way.
Cool. And as we are going, Carrick is gonna. He's gonna speak up and ask. So, what of the rest of the crew that you've sent to get that treasure of yours? Now that you've gotten rid of the ship, I don't know if they'll be able to get it back to you.
Oh, don't worry about that. They'll get it back to me if they survive.
And you'll get them back to me?
You have my word that your crew will be returned to you in whatever condition they return to us.
He kind of gives a chuckle at that. It's kind of like It's kind of like a good enough for me.
Very good. Please help yourself to a bunk. Sleep. We will let you know as soon as we arrive.
Understood.
All right. So back to the cavern. So you guys like come out the membrane into the water. You go up. You're swimming
in the membrane.
You're swimming and you're swimming and you're swimming, and it seems really deep. It's to the point where you're like, oh God, I don't know that we're going to make it to the top. But eventually you do. You break the surface and you find yourselves inside of another chamber. This one actually has like a beach almost, place where you can actually go and get out of the water. So
is it dark down here, or is there light? Or
there is light because there's sort of like the vegetation produces the light.
Oh, cool.
So it's that sort of yellowy white light.
I think we're almost ready to tackle Oak Island after this.
Okay, so you guys swim over to the beach.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so as you swim over to the beach, it's sort of like dry land.
Start ruffling the feathers, trying to dry them out.
Fair enough. So as you guys are getting yourselves together, roll intelligence checks for me, please.
Okay.
Just a moment.
Good.
Dropped me out of the game. Let me get back in.
How dare it?
That's a 9.
9. Okay, 9's good.
Eight.
8's good.
3. I'm
3.
too busy getting the water out of
You're
my
too
wings.
busy getting the water out of your feathers. But the other two realize that you are surrounded by things with pointy sticks.
Ooh.
And that's where we're going to end tonight.
I'm just oblivious, you know.
Yep, you're like do as they tap you on the shoulder, like
Are these things like people, or
I don't know. You'll have to wait till next time.
Okay, it's fair.
You'll have to wait till next time to see what's got pointy sticks at you. So, all right. So that's where we're going to end tonight. We're going to go around and let everybody again introduce themselves, who they are, who they play, where you can find them, because you should absolutely go and follow them on all their social medias and all the other cool things that they do. So we're going to start with Slayer.
Hi, everybody. I am Old Worm Slayer, and I have been playing Redbeard / Gath Alfredi. You can find me here in a week from Thursday in uh, Reign of Vecna, that's run by Riku over here, with Kel, who's not here, and one of our other former players, Goose, for a fun D&D campaign. And also here in 2 weeks.
Okay, cool. All right, let's go with MC Henry.
Si, senor. I'm MC Henry or Antrak. You can follow me on social media if you want, but if you do, you're probably following the wrong person because I don't use it. But I do play Monster of the Week on Thursdays with Station Zero. I do a lot of charity one shots. I'm here every other week. I do occasional things with Gesselheim Productions as both a player and a keeper. And yeah, we mentioned I am a clown, so that's not like it's like an actual thing, but yeah. So,
It's not an actual. It is an actual.
it is an actual thing. It's just, I don't know how to say it yet. I'm still getting
You
used
graduated from Clown
school.
College,
to it.
right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yep. And I'm going to take my first class in balloon art here in a little bit. So
I
Oh,
love
how
that.
fun.
yeah.
That's awesome. Okay, cool.
Yes, he likes to clown around.
It does
do.
indeed. All right, Katerina.
Hello, I'm Lisa, Winterwolf for Leia here on Twitch, D&D Winterwolf on Discord. You can find me every Monday night here on Heffling Wizards channel for either WindRiders of Aria, as we tonight, or Origins or Leia, which will be back on the 31st. You can find me every other Wednesday, including this coming Wednesday on the 26th for the Liminal Blink. We've had a couple sessions off from that, so we're ready to jump back into the murder hobos 24/7. And next Friday night and the following Friday, you can find us on Celtic Wyvern King's channel for our Stargate 5e campaign, which, if you have not checked it out, is a lot of fun. And
they're in an
where you can
interesting
find me.
pickle.
They are indeed. All right, and of course, Captain Kedrick himself. I'm sorry, Captain Silverblood himself.
Yes. Hello, everyone. I am Riku. I play Captain Kedek / Captain Silverblood. Tonight, you can find me on social media as Pup Riku or Puppy Riku. You can find me over on Vibe Tribe Productions for Gaia Chronicles. However, we are taking a bit of a hiatus until the summer, so we'll be coming back this summer. But be on the lookout for that. And then here on Halfling Wizard, you can find me obviously here every other Monday for WindRiders of Aria. You can find me here every other Saturday for Queers, where I play a different type of pirate.
Never gets old.
Yes, it never gets old. Where we're using the City of Mist system, which is also a lot of fun. And then, as Slayer mentioned, I run a 5th edition D&D campaign called Reign of Vecna every other Thursday here, where our players just got to Tribor and learned about the fate of the giants since they were gone. So we'll see what happens there. And yeah, I think that's it for me for now. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right. Well, of course, I am Will, or the Halfling Wizard. I run the channel and get to work with these awesome folks. And of course, I get to work with more awesome folks every other Monday with Orleo Origins, where they're level 14 temporarily as they are going off to kill a demigod, which is fun because they all got basically killed the session before.
That was all Kel's fault. Let's be honest.
It was all Kel's
You
fault.
know?
It was. And of course, you can check out as you heard many others talk about all the awesome games that we have, alternating on Wednesdays, on Thursdays, and Saturdays. And we have another one coming very soon. I think, was it on Tuesdays? Is that what
Every other, it'll be the opposite Wednesday of Liminal.
Opposite Wednesdays. That's what it is. Opposite Wednesdays of Liminal Blink. That is. Do you want to say a little bit about it?
Yeah. So I was asking Will when the Monster of the Week stuff was starting up, and he said it kind of ground to a halt. So I said, well, if you want, I'm more than happy to step in. So we're going to be following the brand new book that came out this year, Codex of World, or I think maybe it was last year, but it's pretty new. So we're doing a gothic horror setting. So it will be a little more serious, but it is going to also be fun and silly as well. And then we're going to be using one of the playbooks from that book as well for the team. And yeah, it's going to be a very cooperative world building kind of a experience. So it should have lots of fun, lots of monsters, lots of intrigue, and sky should be the limit.
Awesome. And that will be alternating on Wednesdays opposite of Liminal Blink. So we're very excited about that. MC Henry's putting a cast together now. And so that should be coming soon. So be on the lookout for that. Of course.
Out of curiosity, how are you doing on players for that?
I don't know. I've got one guy who said he'd be interested who joined the channel today. So I wasn't sure what the process was to get players. So I was kind of waiting on that for a second. But
it's fun.
I volunteer as tribute.
We'll put a call out. We'll put a call out once. Basically, I told Henry that he can to go out, find players, and then we'll put a call out, a general call out, and then people can kind of go, "Oh, I'd love to do that." So be on the lookout for that. Coming soon to our Discord. So if you're not a member of our Discord, join our Discord, and you can get involved with the Monster of the Week and maybe some one shots because we do run some one shots. We have the Codex Chaoticum, which is where we run a lot of little one-shot, short shots. Riku has run one there with us. Kel has run one there with us. So join our Discord. Also, check out our partners over at Surge. We do partner up with them because this is a Surge game that we play here, WindRiders of Aria. It's in the brand new Surge TTRPG. You can go to their website, which is over at warpedtree.com/games/surge. And you can get a free copy of their PDF of their core rules. They also have merch store, so some really cool merch. Go check them out. Speaking of merch, we have our own merch store. I was using one of our mugs tonight. This is our Black Tide Syndicate mug. It's got this really cool sort of graphic on it. We've got a couple of other mugs and some other fun merchandise that are very show specific, some that are very channel specific, and some that are just fun. So go check that out. Also, make sure you go over and subscribe to our YouTube channel where you can find all of these episodes there. And if you're like, you just stepped in, you're like, "Ooh, I really like this campaign. I wonder where I could see the original first episodes." Well, you can go over to our YouTube, and that's where you can find it. You can also join our Patreon. Our Patreon over there. If you join our Patreon as a paid member, you get access to all of the homebrew items that are created for this campaign. Orleo Origins, there's a couple from Vecna in there. And as we move forward, any homebrew items that we create for these specific campaigns will be there. And you can also find the session 0 of the Reign of Vecna campaign. It's the only place you can see it is through our Patreon. We are looking for playtesters for a brand new TTRPG called Dwarfscape, which I built. I'm looking for DMs and players alike. I'm trying not to DM it myself because I want feedback from other people. So we're looking for DMs. If you're interested in doing that, join our Discord and drop me a line, drop me a little message here or whatever, and let me know. But it's really cool, and I can attest to that because I created it. I'm just kidding. But check it out. It's pretty neat. We have the Wizzies going on right now. The Wizzies are our channel awards. If you watch our any of our campaigns, you can come over to our Discord again, and there's a place where you can vote for the ones that have been nominated. Please, if you want to do that, you can do that. I think that's... Oh, we are raising money. This is the most important one. We're raising money until we reach our goal of $500. I think we're at $225 right now, and this is for Freedom Service Dogs of America. They're an amazing organization. They basically partner veterans up with service dogs. And that's very, very important. We support our veterans here. We thank them for their service. And so we're going to keep that charity until we reach 500. So if you feel the desire to give, please do. Any amount helps. It's not just an amazing organization. It's an amazing group of people. I've talked to them. They're really, really very humbled that we chose them as our charity. And they were very, very nice. So yeah. And I think that might be it. I think that's it.
Giveaways.
Wait. Oh, giveaway. Yeah, we're going to be having a giveaway because we hit our 250 follower mark. That'll be coming soon. I'm still working on the giveaway items, but once I have those secured, then we will start taking names and put those in a hat or a spinny wheel, and we'll pick a winner and send that merch out to them. So yeah, so be on the lookout for that. There'll be some things in social media and stuff like that I'll throw up for that. So, all right. Well, I think that might be it for the evening. Again, come and check us out. We've got a lot of really cool shows going on. We got some new stuff coming in, so come back and see us again. But until we see you again, please hang around and help us rate another amazing creator. But until next time, everyone, au revoir. We love you all. Bye-bye.
Tiny robes he's wearing so fine, in the tavern sipping on wine, knows the secrets of the old halfling wizard never told. Mystic wand and a pointed hat, talks to people about this and that, sneaky tricks and a wink in his eye. Halfling wizard makes the hours fly. Oh, halfling wizard in the night, casting spells to the moonlight. He can talk and he can know. In his world the magic grows. Down the road in evening light, he'll engage you, that's his delight. Readers of the stars he seeks, in a crowd he's sure to speak.